Hi everyone, I'm Kate with My Rainy Day Creations, and I'm here to talk to you about Common Core math. Common Core math has gotten a bad reputation in the past few years. People see it as a waste of time. They say, I memorized my addition and multiplication facts. Why are my kids having to do it all of these different ways? And what I want to say is that the reason so many people dislike Common Core math is because it's not being taught the way it was intended. And I'm not blaming teachers for this at all. They were given this new curriculum and no tools to teach it with. And it takes some time to understand how this way of math is different than the way we taught it before. And so I just wanted to share what I have learned in my time reflecting on Common Core math. I was in the classroom for several years when I was teaching it, and I am not proud to admit that I did not teach it the best every year there too. It was only when I took a break from teaching and was able to really dive into the curriculum that I realized how powerful this math curriculum is if we teach it correctly. So here's what I learned. So we're going to start by doing just a simple activity. I want you to tell me how many circles are in this picture. So I bet a lot of you, if you're adults, can just look at it and say, well, that's 6. I know that. That automatically knowing something is called automaticity. And that's what we want our kids to have with their basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division facts. That's what Common Core is working towards. It's just doing it in a different way than we learned it, where we were just told to memorize it. We want kids to understand it first. So if I was to show this to my son who's in kindergarten, he would need to count the circles, probably pointing to them, to know that there were 6. How do we get kids from that pointing and counting, which works? It's a strategy, it works. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of brain power, to looking at it and knowing automatically that there's 6. Well, there's a whole bunch of different strategies that work. And Common Core isn't about learning all of the strategies and memorizing all of the strategies. It's about being flexible and using the strategy that works best for you. So somewhere between the kindergarten counting by each one and the adult seeing that there's 6, there are some different strategies that kids might use. For example, maybe a kid in 2nd grade would look and say, well, I see 3 dots right here and 3 dots right here, and I know that 3 plus 3 equals 6. Another kid might see 3 dots here across the top and 3 dots here. Another kid might count by 2s. Another kid might see 4 and 2 and be able to add those together. So these are all different strategies kids or adults could use to figure out how many dots are on this piece of paper. What we want to do in Common Core is expose those kids to all of those different ideas, and they can choose the one that works best for them. So we are working on flexibility on our way to automaticity. You may say, well, this is so simple, these 6 dots, and it's true. What if there were a whole page of dots? Well, then those strategies that we were using become way more important. You could count each dot one at a time. You could count them by 2s. You could draw circles around them and count them by 10s. So another aspect of Common Core is that we take simple problems like this to practice with, and then we can apply what we learned with more difficult problems. So that's just a quick commercial, if you will, for Common Core math and why I like it so much. I am going to make some more videos about some of the parts of Common Core math that I think are really valuable and may not be communicated in the most effective manner. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.